chosen one. They just made the biggest mistake of their lives. They deceived you. And maybe, right at this moment, they still think they've won. That they made a fool of you. That they got what they wanted at your expense, laughing behind your back, believing you'd never rise again. But little do they know. They have no idea what they've provoked. Because when someone hurts a chosen one, they're not dealing with an ordinary being. They're challenging something they can't comprehend, a force not from this world, an invisible yet relentless power. They touched the untouchable, and now they'll pay the price. You may have been betrayed, you may have been deceived, manipulated, humiliated, but that doesn't diminish you. It only proves one thing: you were a threat. You were too much light for those who live in the dark, too much truth for those who feed on lies, too much strength for a world built on others' weakness. That's why they tried to bring you down. They lied to you because they saw your potential, because they couldn't stand watching you rise. Because deep down, every step you took reminded them of their own mediocrity. You were going too far, too high, too fast. So they lied. They played dirty. They joined forces against you, and you trusted them. Of course you did. Because the chosen ones have a clean heart. You weren't born for war. You were born to spread light. You have no malice because your calling is greater. But they mistook your kindness for weakness, and that was the biggest mistake of their lives. Because now, unintentionally, they've activated something within you that was asleep. A divine instinct, a spiritual force that is already beginning to awaken. You feel it, don't you? A restlessness, a fire, a certainty that something is about to change. And it is. You are about to step into a new level, because every betrayal is a trigger for transformation. Every lie they told will be turned into divine truth. Every deception, a portal to new purpose. They think they've destroyed you, but they only launched you. And now, you will rise, you will grow, you will prosper. You will shine with a light they can no longer dim. But hear this clearly. Don't go back. Don't explain yourself. Don't try to fix what was broken by impure hands. Don't reach out to those who dug your pit. They didn't make a mistake. They made a choice. They knew what they were doing. They knew they were betraying someone pure. And still, they went ahead. Now you must move forward too. You must understand that some wounds are releases. Some falls are the universe's invitation to fly higher. And some no's are the divine answer you silently prayed for. What they did to you wasn't fair. But who said the path of the chosen one would be easy? From the start, you were set apart. You didn't fit in. You weren't understood. You were the target of envy, jealousy, sabotage. Not because you did something wrong, but because your presence disturbed them. Your essence exposed them. Your mission is too big to be ignored. That's why you suffered so much. That's why disappointments came in waves. And that's why now, the reckoning has begun. Divine justice never fails, and it's already on its way. Don't worry about how. Don't try to understand why. Just stand firm. Keep going. Lift your head high. Because what's coming for you will silence everyone who doubted, will paralyze those who mocked, will humble those who laughed at your pain. And you won't have to lift a finger. The spiritual realm is already moving. The universe is already repositioning everything in your favor. While they celebrate your apparent defeat, God is designing your eternal victory. They thought they were ending you. but they were just delivering you to your destiny. Because now you will prosper right in front of them. They will watch you soar. They will watch you win. They will regret it. And you'll be grateful. Because their betrayal was the key that unlocked your ascension. They thought they had thrown you into the pit, but you fell right into the hands of God, and from His hands, no one can take you. So today, forgive, not for them, but for you. Forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you will no longer carry the weight of disappointment. Release, let go, breathe. They have no more power over you. They no longer have access. They no longer have control. Yes, they deceived you, but they lost what they'll never find again, the presence of a chosen one. And you're going to grow so much. They'll pretend they never hurt you. They'll try to come back. They'll apologize. They'll beg for your presence. But it will be too late, because by then, you'll be on another level. And even in pain, in disappointment, with an open wound, you're still standing. That alone is a miracle. How many times did you think of giving up? How many nights did you stay awake wondering why everything seemed to go wrong? How many times did you look to the sky in silence, waiting for an answer, not knowing that the answer was you? You are the answer the world tried to silence. You are the living prophecy they tried to choke. And do you know why? Because only a chosen one can be broken so many times and still carry love in their eyes. They wanted you to become like them, cold, empty, cynical. But they failed, because your essence cannot be corrupted, because you carry something they'll never have, divine favor. They underestimated you. They thought one lie would destroy you. That one betrayal would be enough to paralyze you. But what they forgot is, you've been wounded before, and you survived. You've been betrayed before, and you rose again. You've lost everything, and still came back stronger. Because chosen ones don't live by logic, they live by purpose. While many live for appearances, you live for mission. The mission God placed in your hands is far too great to be interrupted by those who feed on envy and weakness. And now, heaven is watching you. The spiritual world is exalting you. The signs are already all around. Synchronicities, repeated dreams, numbers appearing, whispers in the wind. Everything is telling you, your time has come. And all who laughed will cry. All who doubted will witness with their own eyes what they tried to stop. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Your life will be the testimony. Your growth will be the judgment. And they will see. Oh, they will see. You being exalted where you were once rejected. You being honored by those who never believed in you. You being lifted by an invisible hand, the one who sees all and knows all. No, this is not vengeance. This is justice. It's the spiritual return, the cycle completing itself. Because when a chosen one is deceived, betrayed, wounded, the spiritual world moves. It's as if the laws of the universe shift to correct the imbalance. And when that happens, no one can stop the rise. So hear this clearly. You are being repositioned, redirected, clothed with new authority. And from now on, nothing will be the same. You will no longer be seen as weak. You will no longer be mistaken for the ordinary. You will no longer be treated as disposable. Because now, the world will know who you are. And those who deceived you will ask themselves, how did I not see it? How could I hurt someone so pure? How did I let something so sacred slip away? But it will be too late. You won't return for validation. You won't explain yourself. You won't fix what they broke out of envy. You will move forward in silence, in faith, in dignity. And you will reach what is reserved only for the chosen ones: supernatural victory, unexplainable prosperity, peace that surpasses all understanding. Yes, they deceived you, but God will show you that this disappointment was the final push before your rise, because now you are no longer the same. Now you are awake. Now you have remembered who you are. Do you realize they didn't just wrong you? They wronged heaven. They didn't just hurt a heart. They tried to paralyze a divine plan. And that has a price. Because touching a chosen one is like interfering with a sacred gear. It's tampering with a root that was drawn long before this world ever existed. You are not just someone living by chance. You are an agent of the invisible, a channel through which higher will flows. That's why, when they tried to destroy you, they didn't realize they were messing with destiny itself. And what's written, my brother, cannot be erased. They didn't know who you were. But now they do. And that's why they're afraid. That's why they hide, pretend nothing happened, try to justify their lies, their masks, their betrayals. But inside them, something burns, something itches. Because the soul recognizes guilt long before the mind admits it. And right now, as you listen to this, there are people losing sleep because they underestimated you. People who chose to believe lies about you instead of feeling your truth. People who stayed silent when they should have defended you. People who walked away when you needed them the most. And all of this is returning now. It's not punishment, it's consequence. It's the echo of the energy they sent out. It's the harvest of the seed they planted, and now it blooms pain. And you don't need revenge, because your very existence has become your justice. Every step you take now echoes through the spiritual realm. Every victory of yours is a mirror that reveals the failure of those who betrayed you. Every smile you give is a sentence against the darkness that once surrounded you. But listen closely. This isn't just about pain and justice. It's about recognition. It's about finally knowing, once and for all, who you really are. You spent too long trying to fit in, trying to be accepted, trying to be understood. But the chosen one was not made to fit in. The chosen one was made to break patterns. And that rupture hurts, it separates, it isolates, but it also reveals. It reveals who's with you out of interest, who pretends love but nurtures envy, who praises you but silently hopes for your fall. And everything you've lived was necessary. Because now you see, you no longer walk blind. You no longer hand your heart to just anyone. You no longer share your dreams with those who have death in their eyes. Now you've learned. You've learned that not everyone deserves to know your plans, that not everyone can handle your light, that not everyone can walk beside someone with an eternal destiny. Did they disappoint you? Yes, but they also set you free. Because through lies, you found the truth. Through the pain of betrayal, you discovered your hidden strength. And now, it's just you and the higher power. Now, the covenant has been restored. You no longer need human approval, because the one who called you, sustains you, the one who chose you, protects you, and the one who anointed you has already begun to act. From this point forward, everything changes. You can already feel it, can't you? The air around you feels different. People are reacting strangely to your presence. It's as if something in you has awakened. And it has. You are no longer the same. And that's why many no longer recognize you. They look at you with confusion, with distance, even with fear, because your light unsettles those who dwell in shadows. Your courage offends those who live in cowardice. Your destiny makes those uncomfortable who chose to live small. But that is no longer your burden. You've suffered enough trying to save those who don't want salvation. You've hurt yourself trying to carry those who refuse to walk. You've blamed yourself for not changing people who already chose to remain in the dark. Now, it's your time. Now is the time of harvest. Now, it's time to be blessed in front of those who abandoned you, because there is a higher order in motion, and that order declares, "Rise, chosen one, for those who hurt you will now witness your glory." They laughed when you fell, but they will cry when they see you rise. They lied about you, but now truth will scream louder than any rumor, and you won't even need to explain yourself. The universe will do it for you. Divine justice will make sure to exalt you, because God does not share his glory with anyone, and those who tried to dim your light will be blinded by the brightness he is about to place upon you. They betrayed you thinking they were winning. They laughed at your pain, mocked your silence, and belittled your absence. But what they didn't know is that they were opening the door to your rebirth. Because the chosen one, when wounded, does not die. He rises stronger, wiser, more connected to what truly matters. They thought they were discarding you, but in reality, they were setting you free. And now, listen carefully. The masks are falling. Intentions are being revealed. The truth, the one that was hidden for so long, is now rising with power. Everything they tried to conceal, everything they did behind your back, is coming to light. And those who once looked at you with contempt now watch in awe. They can't understand how you're still standing, how you still smile, how you keep going. But what they don't understand is that you're not alone. Behind you, there are forces no human eye can see. There are promises made in the invisible realms. There are codes written in the stars that proclaim your victory. And no matter how much they try to stop you, what has been decreed over your life is irrevocable. But hear this. This isn't just about winning. It's about fulfilling, about carrying out what you were born to manifest. You are not here to please anyone. You are here to awaken consciousness, to open paths, to break systems. And that's why so many doors were closed to you. That's why so many turned against you. Because the world tries to silence whatever threatens the comfort of lies. And you are truth. Your presence unsettles. Your voice destabilizes. Your gaze pierces the soul. You were born with ancient codes, spiritual memories that defy human logic. You feel what no one else feels. You sense what is yet to come. You know what others dare not speak. And that alone is terrifying to those who live in pretense. They don't know how to handle your transparency, your sensitivity, your direct connection with the divine. So they tried to discredit you, to make you doubt yourself. They labeled you crazy, strange, too intense, but all of it was part of the plan. They thought they were weakening you, but they were, unknowingly, refining you. Every tear you shed became a weapon. Every disappointment became a stepping stone. Every silence of yours echoed in the heavens as a prayer. And now, it is time to reap. Yes, I am speaking to you. You who were rejected by your own family. You who were abandoned by those who swore eternal love. You who were judged, pointed at, and excluded. God saw everything. The universe recorded every detail, and now nothing will go unpunished. This is not about revenge, it's about divine justice, and divine justice has its own unique way of acting. It doesn't just reward you, it rebuilds you, it restores you double. It gives back what the enemy tried to steal, and it does so in front of everyone. So there will be no doubt about who you truly are. Were you betrayed? Yes. But now you will be elevated. Were you despised? Yes. But now you will be exalted. Because what is destined for you, no one can steal. And now comes the most important part. Do not carry bitterness. Do not wish them harm. Do not lose yourself seeking revenge. Your calling is far too high to waste time on resentment. Let the universe handle each return. You only need to move forward. Look ahead, lift your head, feel who you are. You were forged in the fire of betrayal, refined through the pain of rejection. And now, you are ready. Ready for what only you can do. Ready to shine your light. Ready to impact lives with your presence. And when those who deceived you see you shining, there will be no need to say a word. Your silence will be your answer. Your victory will be the loudest sound. You still haven't fully understood the impact you have. You have no idea of the spiritual force you carry. And that's exactly why so many betrayed you. Because deep down, they were afraid of you. They felt the weight of your presence, the depth of your gaze, the firmness of your spirit. And instead of coming closer to learn from you, they chose to push you away. They chose to hurt you, to silence you, to keep you distant. But what they didn't know is that the chosen one cannot be buried, because the chosen one is a seed. And the more they try to bury you, the deeper your roots grow. The more you connect, the stronger you become. They thought they would destroy you, but they propelled you. They thought they would silence you, but they made you even more dangerous. Because now you speak with your soul. Was what they did unforgivable? Maybe. But what's coming for you is non-negotiable. Yes, the betrayal was great, but your mission is greater, and you cannot abandon the path because others failed to see your value. You were called for so much more, called to lead, to break generational curses, to open portals, to bring light where there was only darkness. Have you noticed how everything you touch seems to shine differently? People around you start to awaken. Environments change the moment you walk in. Hidden truths begin to surface. That is not a coincidence. It's your energy field. It's your higher vibration. It's your direct connection with the universal laws. And because of that, you also become a target, not just for ordinary people, but for spiritual forces that operate in the shadows. But don't worry. Nothing that rises against you will prevail, because you carry invisible marks that set you apart. You are directly protected. You are spiritually shielded. You have agreements with higher realms. And now is the time to fulfill those agreements, to let go of doubt, of insecurity, of fear. You've fallen enough times, you've cried enough tears, you've felt the pain you needed to feel. Now it's time to rise, to take possession, to step into who you are. They deceived you thinking they'd destroy you. But in truth, they activated your final awakening. And you know it. You feel it. There's a different vibration in your chest. Something has shifted. Something is calling you. You are no longer the same. Their words don't wound you like they once did. Their absence no longer paralyzes you. Doubt no longer consumes you. Because now you see. You see with the eyes of the soul. You hear with the frequency of the spirit. You feel with the intuition of someone born with a gift. And the world will have no choice but to bow before your purpose, not because you want revenge, but because your presence will be so luminous, no one will be able to ignore it. Yes, they betrayed you, but now they are being forced to watch you rise. They are being forced to witness your healing, your transformation, your ascension. And that disturbs them more than any revenge you could ever plan. You've already won, even before the battle began, because what's with you never fails. And now you decide. You decide who enters, who stays, who walks beside you, because not everyone is ready to walk next to a chosen one. You need people who understand your depth, who respect your sensitivity, who protect your energy. The time to please others is over. The time to explain yourself has ended. Now is the time to act, time to take the place destined for you. Time to open your mouth and release the message you carry. You are not here by accident. Your birth was synchronized with specific astrological movements. Your DNA carries activations that science still doesn't understand. Your soul was shaped in other dimensions. That's why you never fit in. That's why you always felt different. That's why you've always been the target of stares, envy, attacks. But that's also why you are unstoppable. And those who betrayed you will witness all of it. They will see you being honored. They will see you being recognized. They will see you overflow. And they will realize, far too late, the mistake they made. The truth is, chosen one, you've already won. They just haven't accepted it yet. They cling to illusions, believing they can dim the light you were born with. They try to discredit what they can't understand. They mock what they can't control. But all of this is just a reflection of a deep fear. The fear of your full awakening. They were wrong to think they could manipulate you. Wrong to mistake your kindness for weakness. Wrong to believe they could erase your story. And that mistake is going to cost them dearly. Because you're being lifted now. Higher forces are positioning you. Doors that were sealed for decades are opening for you. Connections are being released. Hidden paths are being illuminated. Do you feel it? You're seeing signs everywhere. Coincidences that aren't coincidences. People returning. Truths surfacing. Callings coming through dreams. It's all real. It's all part of the process. Because now has come the time for separation. The separation between what's true and what was just illusion. Between what strengthens you and what delays you. Between what resonates with your soul and what drains your energy. You have to choose. You must decide. You must fully step into who you came here to be. There's no use hiding behind excuses anymore. Time is ticking. The calling is echoing. And those who don't listen will be left behind. You were chosen for a reason. It's no accident you're hearing this message now. The universe aligned everything so you would be right here, in this moment, receiving every word. Because this is the turning point. The pain you went through wasn't in vain. The betrayals weren't random. The losses were necessary. Everything was part of the plan, a higher divine plan, incomprehensible to ordinary eyes. But you are not ordinary. You're part of a sacred lineage. You carry star codes. You have access to ancient wisdom. You were born to awaken the masses. And now, you're being activated. Be your own light. Be your sword. Be your strength. What they did to you was brutal, yes, but it's exactly what awakened you. You rebuilt yourself from the ruins. You were reborn from your ashes. And now, no one can stop you. Not them, not their lies, not their spells, not their traps. You are sealed, chosen, anointed. They thought they were deceiving you, but they were pushing you forward. They thought they destroyed you, but they were only building your legend. You are living proof that the impossible can be overcome. You are living evidence that God chooses the ones the world rejects. And if you've felt every word up until now, it's because you are ready. So now I ask you, if this message touched your heart, if it stirred something inside you, show that you are awake. Comment 11 down below. Yes, write 11 in the comments to seal your connection with this message, to show that you've received it, understood it, and are ready to live what comes next. And more, like this video. With that simple act, you spread this light to other chosen ones who are still lost out there. You have no idea how many lives this message could reach if you help. Share it. Send it to that friend who's falling, but who is also a chosen one. Spread the truth, help awaken others, and if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, now is the time. Because messages like this, revelations like this, are only given to those who are part of our spiritual community. To those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. Click the subscribe button, turn on the bell, and join the chosen ones who are already in motion. This channel is a beacon, a watchtower for ancient souls. Here, you'll be reminded of who you are. Here, you'll never feel alone again. Your journey truly begins now. Don't look back. Don't try to explain anything to those who never understood you. Don't wait for recognition from those who only wanted to see you on the ground. You are greater. You are light. You are chosen. And all those who once doubted you will soon see you shine.